How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's episode is going to be another episode of the Slow Cook Sunday series that we started. So, let me show you what we're going to be making. So it's going to be chicken this week. We're going to do one of each every time we come to it. And it's aromatic chicken in cider. Now this serves 6, as you can see, and it's 5 chicken breasts. I'm going to make it with 3. Purely because we don't need to be serving 6. We don't really need 3, but we'll go in with it. So we need dry cider, which I have bought a nice one, which I'll show you shortly. Pale onions or shallots. Creme fraiche, or a good alternative, which I have had to use. Cloves of garlic, I'm going to be using 3. Tarragon, fresh and fresh parsley. Veg oil and a bay leaf. Obviously salt and pepper for seasoning, and water. So this is the cider I'm using. It's Harry Weston's vintage cider. It's a medium dry. It says to use a dry one, so I'm hoping this is good enough. It is a high percentage, actually. I'm going to enjoy finishing this off. So it says to use 295 gram of this. Obviously, I'm going to take away 40% of that, seeing as I'm only using 3 chicken breasts. And that's pretty much what I'm doing now. So I've already worked out the shallots, and I'm going to work out how much of everything else I need. So here we go, we've nearly got it all ready now. So we've got the cider, we've got we've used, instead of creme fraiche, we're using Greek yogurt because it's the best substitute you can actually use for it. Now, tarragon, it says to use fresh tarragon, and I actually couldn't get any fresh. I have got some in a jar which I'm going to use now, but you can use basil. Now obviously it's meant to be fresh, which I have got here because I've got the parsley. However, I'm just going to use the dried tarragon. It'll just be a slightly less of taste to it, but I think it'll still work really well. So for the first part, it's pretty easy. So you want to put all your shallots with all the peels on and everything into a bowl. You don't want to take any of the skin off or anything yet. And then boiling water straight on top of them. You want to cover them. So plenty, be very generous. There we go. So that's that. And then we'll leave that for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to peel them. And in that time, we're just going to chop ourselves some parsley for later. Okay, so these have just had their 10 minutes of soaking in the boiling water. Surprisingly not that hot, actually. So I'm going to peel them all now. It should be a fairly simple task. I say that, but they don't seem to want to. But I don't know if you can see, but the skin is, let me turn the light on. The skin is super loose now, very easy. In fact, if I just get a knife and slit it there you go. It should be a bit easier just to get all the skin off, ready to go into a frying pan. Obviously you don't want to just sit watching me do this, so we'll skip it. Okay, so now we have got those peeled, so we're going to heat up this frying pan on a medium heat. And then when it's when it's heated up, we're going to stick the shallots in, and we're going to gently fry them on the medium heat. You can see they're there, they're now all unpeeled. We're going to fry them off for 8 to 10 minutes again. Okay, so that should be warmed up enough now. Yep. Slacking there, look. Or maybe not. But we're going to fry them, put it up a little bit, until they're lightly browned all over, so about 10 minutes. These are frying away really nicely now, starting to get the brown colour to them. And then once they're all pretty much browned, we're going to add the garlic into this. Okay, so that should do it really for those. Turn it down a little bit more so you can actually hear me. Now we need to add in the garlic and stir frequently. So obviously it's only 3 pieces for us. Obviously because we don't need 5 due to the fact that there's not going to be as much food in it as what the recipe says. So we'll do this 3 to 4 minutes, and then after that it's going into the slow cooker, which I put on high. It doesn't actually say what temperature it needs to be on, but the actual cooking time is 4 to 5 hours, so I'm going with high. Okay, so that should do it in my opinion. So we're going to move that over and put that into the slow cooker. And then we're going to put a bit more spray in it. You can use vegetable oil, it's recommended, but I'm absolutely overrun with Starlight. Oh god, that got on my chest. Now we're going to fry off the chicken. Just till it's browned. This is on a medium heat too. I might have to turn it down a bit more. Yeah, so 3 to 4 minutes on each side, browning them lightly, and then they go into the slow cooker as well. As you can see now, it's starting to come to the boil, so we will transfer it. Okay, so here we go. So you can see in there's the chicken and the shallots and the garlic, and then we're just going to try and pour this over as evenly as possible. Perfect. There we go. And now we're going to cover this up and cook it for about 4 to 5 hours. I'm going to put it in for 5. There we go. We'll check back on that shortly. Okay, so we've hit the 4-hour mark, just over, and we can check it after, we can actually class it as done after 4 hours, and I've come to look, and it is cooked, and it smells fantastic. However, the cider's like basically all evaporated. The shallots are obviously all shriveled now because they've been in 5 hours, but the chicken looks pretty decent. In fact, we'll cut one open. You can see it is basically cooked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try finishing it up and adding the creme fraiche now, seeing how it mixes together, because we have to take the chicken out. Okay, so here we go. So first things first is I'm going to just remove the chicken, which should be easy enough. It's not stuck, nothing is stuck, so it's not like frazzled to the bottom. The chicken actually looks really, really nice. Maybe I should use a full load of cider, I don't know. So I'm going to get a spoon, this one I'll do, and just, it's still a bit loose, so maybe it'll be okay. So we're going to add in the Greek yogurt I ended up going with. And then we're going to give this a mix in. There we go, we've got it all spooned in now. So we're going to, oh, do you know what? That looks fine, look at it. So it's stirring in nice, oh yeah. So, there we go. You see, I was panicking and I was worried, but I think what's happened is the shallots have actually soaked up a lot of the cider. So pretty much you eat them onions and you're gonna get pretty drunk. But if you look at that now, so now, once we've stirred that in, we need to add the parsley and the tarragon, which I have left just over here. So we've got the parsley here and the tarragon, so we'll add, that's the parsley, which I have done my best to chop. It was actually quite tricky. And then we want the tarragon. Now it was meant to be a tablespoon, so I'm going to do about half of that. There we go, perfect. So then we're going to stir that in as well. Lovely. It smells incredible. So it's just creme fraiche and cider basically. It smells really good. Ow, it's hot as well. So then we're going to return the chicken cook for another 30 minutes, which is fine. So put that one there. We're going to take the wooden spoon out now, obviously. 1, 2, and 3. So does it say anything about? No, it doesn't say anything about stirring it in. Just to add it back in. So I'm just going to give it a quick shufty around, make sure it's definitely in there. There we go. That's it. Well, it should be. And we're going to leave that now for another 20 minutes, half an hour, and then we'll come in and check to make sure it's done. Right, so that's it. It's done its last 40 now. So we're going to lift this up. Wow. Oh, wow. It smells amazing. The sauce is really thickened. Looks great. I don't know if you can see really that well. Let me see if I can just do this. Ah, there we go. You can see the sauce is like really thick now. The cream is taken really well to the cider. Then as for the chicken, I should have used a fork as well. Hey, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Oh, that one is a bit raw actually. It's cooked perfectly. In fact, that's just the joint of it, so that's actually okay. Sorry, that was just a weird part of the meat, that. Cut this big chunky one up, there we go. That's alright, that. Can't really see very well though on this, the lighting's awful today, but yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it on keep warm, and we're going to carry on, because we're going to make some mash for it, and also some veg. Okay, so we've got it all dished out now. Now, all the sauce did like evaporate and soak in, so I'm not quite sure what happened there, but it does smell good and it's all cooked through properly. Like all chicken's cooked like perfect. But I'm not really sure what happened with the sauce, so you know, I'll probably just add a bit of gravy onto this, but the main thing is that it tastes good, so let's give it a try. So I've got a bit here with the shallot in, because obviously that's been soaking in the cider for the longest. It seems to have soaked a lot of it in. The chicken is cooked nicely. You can't really see, my camera sucks, but here we go.
Here you go, Daddy. Here you go, Daddy.
Thank you. Yeah, tastes very nice actually. It's all soaked in really well and seasoned really good. Like I said, I'm going to get some more gravy done, finish it off like that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Drop me a comment, let me know what you think. Obviously, one day, one week, we'll actually be flawless and get it right. But yeah, leave a like and obviously subscribe if you enjoyed what you see. And hopefully see you next time. Bye bye.